Hey, what's up? This is DJ Thunderous. I'm here with Lars and Eric from the awesome band Chugger. How's it going, guys?
Yeah, it's going good right here in Sweden.
Yeah, everything's what?
Yeah, everything's good. We're healthy here, and I hope you are the same back in New York.
Oh yeah, we're metal never dies.
Yeah, exactly.
So, can you give us a history of the band, please?
Oh yeah. I'm trying to recall. It should be said that neither of us are original members, but I think they started out like 2006 maybe as a solo project for a guitarist, and then about 2012 he decided to go full blown out on Chugger. He gathered up a bunch of members that's been replaced now, except for David on the screams. So that's probably the history. So they released Scars, went on a tour, then they released the first full length album, and then I think 2 years after that I joined in, and after that we went on a tour and played at Wacken.
Awesome.
We actually, that was probably the highlight so far in our career. And a trip to Egypt, playing there for the year after that for Wacken as well. And now we're getting ready to release our second full-length album.
That's cool. Now you guys are brothers, right?
Yeah. We're twins.
Oh, is it difficult being in a band together?
No, on the contrary. We've been me and Eric have been playing music since whenever we were born. So it comes kind of naturally, to know each other playing the instrument while Eric is playing the drums and I'm playing the bass. It's kind of a weird but perfect connection. I can just look at him and know what to do, and vice versa.
Really? Did you guys ever trick anybody out, and switch the drums and the guitars and see if they knew the difference?
Yeah, that wouldn't work.
No, because I can't play the bass, and I would be able to say that Lars can't play the drums as good as I can.
No, yeah.
That'd be pretty funny.
But as long as we just keep, if we were just talking, maybe we had a shot in the dark.
So you were saying you guys joined later on. Who are the current members right now in the band?
The current members are Robin Lagerborg on guitar and Robert Järemyr, which is the founder of Chugger, and then you have David Dahl on vocals, and of course me, Lars, and Eric.
Cool. So what's the meaning of Chugger?
The name. It means it originates from the chugging you do on the guitar, like chug 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 chug. That's a simple but effective meaning behind the name. Actually, I don't think it's more intricate than that.
Oh, because I read somewhere that it was a man walking down the street handing out things and being aggressive, so I didn't know if that was it, but I can understand the chug 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 on the guitars. That's cool.
But I don't know. Maybe Robert has another history.
Yeah.
But I think it's just for the chugging part.
That's cool. Now, who writes?
Yeah, that's my definition.
Yeah, and you're gonna stick to it.
Oh yeah, it's a great name.
Yes.
Yeah, I like it.
It's actually catchy. I can remember it. I heard it, and now I just remember it.
Yeah, two syllables are perfect.
Yep. Who writes your music and your lyrics?
The music is everybody, more or less. Somebody comes up with a template, and then we talk about it and write around it. For the most part, with the lyrics, it's David. But Robert has been working on some lyrics as well. But everybody's doing their share. So there's not one songwriter or one lyric writer. So
not anymore.
No. Robert wrote all the previous albums, more or less, except for the two singles, Through Suffering You're Born and Grinder. But yeah, it's an effort from everybody to come and contribute, especially on this new album.
So you guys get along pretty well then, when you're writing everything and.
Well,
they can be some tough calls sometimes. I mean, when you have 5 songwriters in the mix, of course, we will have several opinions. But you know, I think it turns out for the better having 5 strong wills to make the most out of an album.
That's cool.
Than just one person.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of compromising. But also, it gives the music a great depth in terms that everybody gets what they want in some extent.
That's cool. How many typical songs do you write before you decide which ones are going to be on your album?
For this album, we don't have anything to spare, actually.
We have some templates. We have some templates to spare, but we didn't get the point to actually finish those songs.
Yeah, and we really kind of liked how the album turned out, so there wasn't any more space to write anything more. We were pretty happy with what we had.
Now, do you guys have different personal musical influences, or do you have the same because you're twins?
Nah, there's some differences. For my part, I can say I'm more like rock, hard rock, still metal though. I love metal. And I would say that Eric is more into the heavier stuff, but we both like progressive music.
Yeah, that's what I live for.
Yeah, so it's kind of the same, but not the same. It's some more niche to it. I'm more rock, Eric are more heavy.
So when you're driving down the road, what kind of music do you guys listen to in your CD player?
Oh, I love Slipknot though. Iowa one of my all-time favorites. That's going in my car constantly.
Yeah, and I don't own a car anymore actually, but when I used to, I usually play like The Contortionist. That's my favorite band, or Periphery, Tesseract. The gent scene.
All right, I know we are going to discuss your new release. It's been coming soon, but we're going to give everyone a taste of your new music. Here's Beg, Burn, and Fear. Crank it up.
Oh yeah.
The way I see it, it's not about what's right. It's simply what has to be done.
Beg for your life is spent.
That was Beg, Burn, Fear. I know you guys just came out with a video for that. What was the process of that video? And yeah, tell us about it.
Well, the idea is like this, like the 80s splatter movies, horror movies, and you know, we want to go all out on our image as well, and just making it gory, making it kind of sick and hard to watch, and I think we did that.
Yeah, you
pretty
did.
Well as well. Yeah.
I was telling you offline, I was like, wow, I have to watch that again because I didn't grasp it at first. But as soon as I saw her like taking the guy's eyeballs and eating them and cutting the guy's brains out and electrocuting the next guy, who came up with the ideas for this video, and you know, what was the process?
Well, I think Robin was the one to come up with the idea, and then we all took it from there. And Robert wrote the manuscript. But it was planned on everybody's side, and it was really fun to, you know, trying to piece this thing together. You know, in what way could we be murdered? It was, yeah, it was.
Or deformed.
Yeah. Oh yeah, or deformed. Yeah.
Who's cooking in the background? I can hear someone cooking. It sounds like.
No.
Oh, I thought maybe you were talking about the video and, you know, cooking something.
Yeah, cooking brain.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, and this video is actually the first video, as you may recall. It said to be continued.
Yes.
So there will be a sequel as well.
That's cool, and you also have another video out there as well right now too, right?
Yeah, for Grindr.
Yep.
That's when I joined. Actually, that's probably 2017, maybe 2018. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have some Easter eggs in there in the new video from that one, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
If you look closely.
Yeah, and it's you can also say that Big Burn Fear is almost like a follow-up to Grindr as well. As you can see, Robin, who plays, who are acting as, what's his name, Billy Bane, we call him, in the Grindr video. He's now sitting in a chair and watching the torture of the other members. Mm-hmm. So and it's a hint for our next video as well.
Oh, I look forward to that. I'll tell you.
So it's like story mode. Yeah,
mm-hmm. That's cool. So let's discuss the release of your new album, Of Man and Machine. I know it's been 5 years since you had a release, and you have 5 members writing the music. Is that the reason why it took 5 years?
Well, there's been a lot of changes in the setup. I don't know exactly how many changes, but there's been plenty of them. I know it went to a point where Robert was actively thinking about putting it down altogether, but then Robin joined in. He actually played with Lars and me in another band, so that's how we got that connection. So he jumped in, and then they needed a new drummer. So I was the stand-in drummer for Grindr, and then after that we searched for a new bass player for quite a while. We didn't ask him actually, but then we got a new one, and it wasn't that serious, so eventually we had to kick him out, and then Lars played as a stand-in for almost a year, I think.
Yeah.
After that was he was practically a member, so we just invited him to be a part of the group.
How long did it take to get the album together? You know, when to decide on a release date, and you know, what did you have to go through for that?
Well, we started the writing process early last year, I think in February maybe, mm-hmm. And then we wrote the songs and compromised about the songs for 6 months, and we also had booked the Fredman Studios, so that we had a deadline to work against, and we went into the studio. I think it was late August maybe. And after that we getting back to mixes and working on a date to release the album. So almost a year, more than a year we've been working on this. And we're very, very proud of what we have accomplished so far, and can't wait to let you guys hear it.
I know, and I just can't wait to hear the rest of it. I know we can only air a few tracks, during this interview, but let's check out another one. Here's Turning Point. Crank it up. was Turning Point. Can you tell us a little about that track, please?
Well, I think this was one of the first songs that we actually wrote together, and this particular song, this song has all the elements of everybody in the band. It has David's lyrics, and the template came from Robert, which I and Robin modified some riffs, and then Eric came along and did some badass grooves and rhythms, and yeah, killer piece. This is one of my favorite songs of the album.
And I think this is the song where we had the most songwriters in just one song, actually. As you said, some of them were more or less just one person or a few persons, but this one, everyone was involved in just that one song.
That's cool. Now, you've gotten some mixed reviews on your new upcoming album. You know, I saw you've had quite a few reviews on your page. And what were your thoughts about the reviews that you received?
Oh, they're great. I mean, we were hoping it would receive a nice welcome, but it's been almost 10 out of 10 every time so far. So I mean, you can't get any better than that. So we're very humble for that. I mean, we know we're sitting on a great album, at least for our part. So hearing that other critics are enjoying it that much as well is very heartwarming.
It is. It's very cool. What, in your opinion, is Swedish premium groove death metal? Is that a new genre?
Well, yeah, I would say I haven't heard anyone playing groove death metal like we have. You know, it's kind of a mixture of the old death metal mixed with some new death metal and the groove of the southern, like Pantera, the groove that they have, but still the melodic parts of In Flames. So yeah, I think it's kind of new. I would say that. Yeah.
I thought maybe it was just a nice way to say metal monsters.
Oh. Well, it is a metal monster, though. There's no denying that.
Well, you guys are metal monsters. You guys are an awesome band.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, indeed.
You're welcome.
But yeah, you know, we want the melodic parts, but we still want everybody to bump their head or feeling the energy of the music. So yeah, it's a great mixture.
When you're out on stage, what's it like to be Chugger?
Oh, it's fun. It's really
it's a lot of energy.
Yeah. When going up on stage, it doesn't matter how many people are in the crowd. We go into character mode, every one of us, putting our makeups on and just, trying to do the best that we can for those who have taken their time and wanted to see us. So it's really fun getting the makeup on, and you get into this character when you're almost unstoppable, and I feel the urge to like stop myself sometimes on stage because I know I will get exhausted and maybe I'll fuck up some parts. but no, it's really fun to be Chugger on stage.
Who does your makeup?
I love it.
Who does your makeup?
We do it ourselves.
You do. And do you do it the same way every time, or do you switch it up?
We use it pretty much the same every time for now. But we may be mixing up after the album is released. You never know. But currently it's the same kind of makeup every time. So you know, you have your fixed persona to go into. So it's just a random character you're going into. It's metal Eric instead of plain Eric.
Definitely, I could see that. You guys look totally different without your makeup. Pretty cool.
Yeah, we're bunnies without makeup.
Yeah.
Did you have any, memorable past performances you want to talk about? Something blowing up on stage, something happening?
I don't have that weird encounters with Chugger, but maybe Eric has. He has been on tour with them, though.
Yeah, well, I can't remember the place, if it was Czech Republic or Slovakia, but there was one time where we were at this really small place. I think there was like 10 people in the room counting the band.
Wow.
And it couldn't fit any more people in there. It was crowded with 10 just in there. So, and I think it was two drunk guys trying to make David crowd surf,
Mm-hmm.
but they were so drunk, so they tried to lift him up, and he obviously didn't like it. So he tried to get down, but they still kind of tried to lift him up, and eventually I think they dropped him actually.
Oh boy, I thought maybe they were going to fight.
Oh yeah, well it was pretty close. One of the guys were in David's face all the time, like 10 centimeters from him and just screaming at him and eventually just pushing him away, like get out of my face, dude.
Should have said, can I buy you a drink?
Yeah, well, he owed him many drinks after that.
I'm sure. So I know we can't discuss any upcoming shows as of right now because everything's on hold. How are you dealing with everything right now as a band?
Well, it's somewhat discouraging, that we can't get out and doing our shows for our fans with an upcoming album. But it is what it is, and we still have the plans set in motion. We're not gonna change the plans for releasing our album or so, because we know that we have fans waiting for this, and we know that later on shows will come and we can get out on the road. So we're optimistic, but yeah, I want to be on stage. Yeah, I really do.
You guys
Yeah, we can't promote the album physically by playing on shows, but fortunately in this unfortunate era, there are a lot of people actually listening to music digitally at this moment. So in a weird way, it's the right time to release an album, so we can get it out digitally, so people actually can listen to it, but we can't promote those who promote the album for those who actually attend shows or for other bands or for our
right.
Yeah, and one thing that I will definitely miss this summer is to meet our awesome fans as well. We have some really dedicated fans. I know one guy who flew from Luxembourg to see us in Gothenburg. That was pretty amazing as well.
That's
twice,
cool.
Actually. Yeah.
I'd actually fly to come and see you guys play, I'm sure.
Oh, you're so welcome. You're so welcome.
We can give you a backstage pass.
Oh, cool. Now, I saw you unboxing some CDs. How did, what was wrong with that box? It didn't look like it wanted to open.
I'm not sure if
it was too metal.
It was.
Yeah, I think it was too metal.
That's funny. All right, we're going to check out your last track here. Here's Flatline. I know everyone would like to hear this.
Oh, yeah.
Inside this prison of flesh,
All right, that was a special track there for everyone to listen to. That was Flatline. It's just being released. Can you tell everyone about that track, please?
This is a song that me and Eric worked for quite some time. I think it has been on my laptop for several years actually before we discussed it with Chugger, and what can I say? It's a video for it as well up now, and that one is, you gotta see it to believe it.
That's cool. So
It's not for the faint of heart.
no,
it's
not again,
not
right?
safe for work. Not safe for work.
So when will the other video be released, the second part?
Oh, it's released the same day as the album, so today.
Cool. All right, so are you guys working on any new projects or anything right now, or you're just,
We're still working on, trying to reach new audiences, and also new, what's it called in English though? Cooperations.
Yep.
And also plans for the future, future shows, maybe a tour. And we also got some more videos in store, not story-wise, not story music videos, but like clips. And we also have a studio video that we recorded at Fredman as well.
Cool. You guys should go live at one of your practices one time on Facebook or something so everybody could check out your practice.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We've already done that, I think, several times.
Oh.
Maybe we can revisit that.
But now in the Corona times, maybe it's a golden era to do it again.
Yep, and I
But
see
definitely.
there's been some bands going on doing like requests and playing different songs. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, I've seen that too. I've seen Exmor did that, Hungarian band.
Nice. So where can your new album be purchased and your merchandise, and what are some of your social media sites?
Yeah, exactly. We got a web shop. If you visit chugger.com, I think. And then you can find our shop, or you can go through our social media and like Facebook, and you can get into the shop as well. And there's loads of stuff. There's CDs, there's T-shirts, hoodies. Yeah, you name it, we got it.
Cool. Now, did you have anyone you want to shout out, like your record label, anyone that you're endorsed by, or anyone out there that you'd like to say hello to?
Well, we'd like to thank Nicolo from Wormhole Death, our record label. He's an amazing guy, and really doing a great job trying to get us out there, and such a great guy to work with as well. So if anybody should be signed by anyone, it should be by Wormhole Death, definitely. Really good.
Yeah, and a shout out to Studio Fredman and Robert Kukla as well from Obsidian Recordings. Done a fantastic job with our album, produced it just the way we want it, and just awesome dudes altogether.
Yeah.
That's great. So can you do a shout out for the radio station and the show?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we do it together?
Yep, you can do it one after the other.
Hi guys, this is Lars from Chugger, and you're tuning into Thunderhead Show on MetalDevastationRadio.com, where metal reigns supreme.
Hi guys, this is Eric from Chugger. Make sure to tune in to the Thunderhead Show on MetalDevastationRadio.com, where metal reigns supreme.